So we are here to cover Ollama plus Nginx that I mentioned before. Finally, this app is running like as expected. So what we're doing here is very simple. We're trying to create a Dockerized AI API using Ollama, Nginx, and everything Dockerized using the Docker. So the way it's gonna work is basically the Ollama is gonna serve our AI models, like the Mistral and other ones, if we need to change it. But in this case, we're gonna do a really quick demo. The Nginx is gonna be a reverse proxy, so I can explain on that a little bit more in a bit. And then the last part is gonna be it's gonna basically accept all these requests. And so the whole idea is that using Docker, the container is basically packaged, like it packages everything up, so it can run anywhere in the cloud or in places like runpod, and so we can run it in any platform. The reason we used Ollama is because we're using open source, a platform, or you can call it a service that basically allows us to serve the AI models. So this is the core engine that serves the AI models, meaning the Ollama. And then the Nginx is basically, this acts as a reverse proxy, so it basically handles all the requests and then adds additional, the layer of security, including the SSL, right? So it's, that's the the primary reason. So one thing to note is that I've already built the image, and you can see my image is already built, and actually it's already running the container here. So this is the container. The image that I built already is right here, so I can expand on this. It's called Remoder Lab 1 Ollama Nginx Agent. So again, guys, this is part of the Remoder Labs. If you want to learn more, please ping me. My name is Sanjar, and Sanjar or Sanjar, whichever is easier. And I basically teach how to deploy AI for people like DevOps engineers, systems engineers, and platform engineers. And this is the way you can learn to it. A lot of stuff we do is CLI based. We don't, maybe we might use no code, but mostly it's a CLI, because a lot of us from the background, we are very accustomed to the CLI. So the way this works is very simple. You can see the output. I'm going to actually share this. I'm going to clear out. So if I run docker ps, you can see my container running here, and container ID, the image it shows here, and then so the rest of the details, the Docker details. So if I run Docker images, you can see my image here, the one that I built it, right? So Ollama Nginx agent latest. So we're using this image, and like I mentioned, it's actually part of the Docker file for that is right here. In fact, I've actually downloaded the Ollama and put and I added the layer where it basically pulls the Mistral, and then basically we're going to use that as our AI source. So at the very least, it uses this container, basically uses the Ubuntu 20.04 image as a base. And then it installs basically dependencies like curl, Nginx, and OpenSSL. It installs Ollama, the AI model, the proxy, which is the Nginx. It configures the Nginx to route all incoming requests to Ollama. So you can see I separated out actually the Nginx as a separate config file here, just so to make it easier for myself, and just so that I can make tweaks to it. And then basically we're just launching the whole system. The container starts both Ollama and Nginx and preloads the models like Mistral for us. And yeah, so the first part, basically I built the image. I can share the command. It's right here. So if I type in docker build, it will show me the command. So here's the docker build command. Then I created the container. I opened for my test, I opened port 80 and 443. You can just open 443. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. You can take this to a different next level. And then testing the API. So the last part, we're going to run a curl command right now, and it will serve our, basically it will connect to the curl request to the API. It will hit the Ollama and respond back to us. So the way we can see this is, so let's run our curl. We're going to say, what is the capital of the United States? I'm just going to click on that. And then the next thing I want to do is go to my container, check the logs, and I can see that actually the Ollama is serving my model, and it's trying to answer the question here, right? So it's the question, the request is going there already. So the request is coming to the container and it's serving. And the funny way to see this actually, if you go back to the container, you can see actually the CPU usage is going way up. So I will share the part where you can use your GPU, just not to overload the CPU, and that's gonna come later. But if you go to the Ollama, you can see it's serving the the question, the request here, the prompt. So I just did that, and we're just waiting for the response back. So again, what did we do here right now? We're using Ollama as an AI model, as a inference, just so that we can answer our questions. We're using Nginx as a reverse proxy. So a lot of times you guys saw actually my previous post about the simple Python app. Here we're using the Python, not the Nginx. And in this case, we're using Nginx. This is perfect place where you want to take this to the next level and do stuff like if you're using Nginx as a web server in your organization, you can just take this and make it a reverse proxy, and you don't need even like a Python. So for example, if you're creating a AI agent, you can just use your Nginx, create a container like this. Very simple. You can see I just have the default.conf Docker file and done. And here's the answer. So the capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. It's an interesting point to note that while Washington and etc. So you can see the answer here. It basically answered the whole question. It served everything fine. And if we go back, the CPU usage went down again. And this was the container. So yeah, don't want to take too much time. If you want more information, please reach out to me. Check out the remoder.com, and you should be able to see more information there. What we do here is basically we help people to learn AI. We got some reviews and learn AI, how to deploy AI basically, and create AI agents. Very simple agents. We're not gonna, don't worry, you're not gonna get lost. It's very simple. The whole thing about this is that a lot of people think it's really crazy and hard thing to do, but it's not. So this is what we do. Thank you for your time, and have a great day.